Good. No.
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Lenora Collins. I am owner and founder of Let's Connect with Lenora Collins. And this evening, I am joined with the lovely guest, Miss Jennifer Hooper. Normally, we do this via Zoom calls, but tonight we decided that we were going to do it in person because we wanted to have a tea. So we've been having a tea first,
Joy tea.
And we've been having some joy tea. Joy to the world. 'Tis the season, right?
'Tis the season.
Cheers. So this evening, this episode of Let's Talk is brought to you by the beautiful Miss Jennifer Hooper's home. It's nice and beautiful and quiet, and it's been so lovely getting caught up and having a visit. So I'm just going to get right into it, Miss Jennifer, Miss Jenny from the blog.
Jenny from the blog. I like it.
What's your name? And let's hear about what you do. So kind of give us a little bit about you.
Sure. So my name is Jennifer Hooper. I am a realtor with a real estate company here in Airdrie, in Calgary, called CIR Realty. I am a realtor, obviously. I always say I do real estate differently.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
So what I mean by that when I say I do it differently is that I care about the goal when it comes to selling and buying real estate. And it's so much more than just selling a house or buying a house. It's about, thinking about what it means to the person when they move and thinking like that kind of thing. Like what is the goal?
So for goal, would it be maybe something like, I don't want my kids to have to take the bus anymore. So,
yes.
And I need my mother-in-law's moving in. So
yes.
I need that,
Yep.
kind of develop basement kind of thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And then also I always sort of say, like, I'm not your daddy's realtor. What I mean by that is, like, I'm not the old school, I'm new school.
Okay.
And, I'm very technological. So I'm super advanced with the pictures and the measuring and the photos and the 3D imaging and that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
So I'm doing real estate differently. It's not the old school, like,
you're a frontier, you're kind of a pioneer in your field.
Exactly, a pioneer of the new world. And, we're not using carbon copy anymore, right?
Okay.
There's some old school realtors.
You don't have a typewriter?
I don't have a typewriter.
That's it. Out you go, lady.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. So.
Now, Jen, thank you so much for that. That's great. Now, I'd like to ask you if you could start a conversation about anything in the world, what would you like to start that conversation about?
I think that probably I would pick to talk about passion and purpose.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get a little bit further into that for us.
I so strongly believe in living your most authentic life and like living your purpose and finding out the reason that you're put on this earth.
Amen.
I just love that. I think that, I personally have just recently gone through this journey, and that's sort of how I became a realtor. But I realized that I was put on this earth for more than paying bills. And that wasn't why I was put here. And so I believe that there's just something to be said about somebody finding their passion. And so I just love talking about that. I'm like, oh my gosh, and people are like, I just go to work and I work for somebody else. And
boring, right?
Boring. Yeah. And I could just talk all day about finding your purpose.
Oh,
yeah.
That sounds fantastic. And I know Jenny and I have had a lot of conversation about finding our purpose and kind of what's happening in the world today and what's going on. When you talk about finding your purpose, do you have a support group that you go to for that, or kind of where would you go if you wanted to discuss that other than just with your girlfriends?
For sure. So I'm actually, I went to something in 2015 called Transformation Weekend. It's run by the incredible, amazing Erin Sky Kelly. It's actually coming up this January 18th, 19th, and 20th, I believe.
Awesome.
In Calgary. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I went to that, and it's all about figuring out what your big goal is and realizing that, lots of people are a little bit confused about what goals are actually. And so it helps you figure out that. And that is where I discovered that they actually have a subsidiary of Transformation Weekend called Achievement Club. And Achievement Club is where I go, and we all talk about our goals and what we do every day to kind of bring us closer to what that big goal is.
Sounds very motivating.
It's amazing.
And very passion driven.
It's passion, 100%.
So is it a group on a Facebook group, or is it in person?
It's in person, but there is also a Facebook portion of it. So because we meet in person once a month, and then every week there's usually some sort of talk about why you're grateful and things that we do out in the world.
So you have like a theme or kind of a reoccurring something that what you're going to be speaking about before you go in.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's an incredible group of people.
And obviously this sounds very helpful to you. It sounds very like it's a great support system, and it's been something that you've searched out. Would you recommend this for people if they're looking to find their purpose and passion?
Absolutely. I would recommend it 100%. I can't even imagine what my life would look like if I hadn't have met these people.
Oh,
yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
So what actions do you take every day to kind of get towards your goal? So you sort of broached in with it last question when you said that you're part of this club and you're doing it, but what kind of off-screen things do you do?
So a lot of it is just, I don't say, well, we talked about joy.
Yes.
Joy. And so joy is my word for 2017. And so basically I don't buy or do anything that doesn't bring me joy. And I don't say yes to anything that doesn't bring me closer to my goals. Awesome. And so whatever my goal is, I have to say no to everything else. So
that's some excellent boundaries there, girlfriend.
Yes,
I know that's for another talk. We're going to ask Jen to come back to talk on Let's Connect and Let's Talk about boundaries, because we can all talk about boundaries probably for about an hour or two.
Yes,
I'm sure, right?
Well, and that's just the thing, is that I don't, I really love my friend Anna. She's amazing, and she has 4 kids, but I'm never going to her kid's birthday party, because that doesn't bring me closer to my goals, and it doesn't bring me joy. And that doesn't mean I don't love Anna, but I know that isn't going to bring me closer to what I want to accomplish in my life.
Right.
And I send a present and, whatever, but I'm not going. I'm not going to spend 3 hours of my day, of my life.
And that doesn't fill your bucket. So it sounds to me
it doesn't bring me joy.
It doesn't bring you joy. No joy, no birthday parties unless you're giving her joy things.
Yeah.
Right?
And we've talked a little bit about being impeccable with your word. And so that when I say to you that I am going to be somewhere, or I'm going to do something, first of all, that I'm going to be there. But the second thing is that that because I don't do anything, I don't have buy or sell any, or buy have or do anything that doesn't bring me joy, that I'm there and I'm 100% there. It doesn't get to my day of calendar. You get to the calendar and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to get out of this? I never put anything in my calendar I don't want to do.
What a great tip, people. Are you listening? So if you're listening, watching, I hope you have your notebook and writing some of these tips down, because this is like cutting edge stuff right here, because this is how we live present. This is how we live full. And by saying no. And us as women have a hard time saying, or say you ask me for coffee and I'd say, no, because of this, this, and this.
Yeah.
How come I can't just say no thanks?
Yeah. And you don't even have to say why you can't. And it's the same thing. Like if I say to somebody, I can't do something, I don't say I'm sorry. Like, I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
Because I've decided that doesn't bring me closer to my goal.
I feel pretty special right now. I feel extra special because she comes to my stuff.
Yeah.
She attends my things. I attend her things. So I didn't know that about her until just now, finding it out live. So that makes it even that much better.
Yeah, because you definitely, and I think that a lot of people do that, where you said yes to doing something, and then it's 3 hours before the event, and you're like, oh my God, okay, what am I going to tell her? Like, you're going to call her and be like, oh, my kid is sick, or my dad.
Yeah, I don't roll that way. I'm like you in that way.
Said yes
where I say yes to things that and I'm going to look at it differently after this conversation. But before, I would look at it, is this something that I can go to and it's not going to disrupt anyone else in my family?
Yeah.
I mean, right? And do I want to do it?
Yeah.
And I say no to a lot of stuff,
yeah.
but I say yes to a lot too. But I don't stretch myself. And I'm like you in that way. When I say I'm going to be somewhere, come hell or high water, I'm being there. And if I'm not there, call 911 or I'm in a ditch somewhere, right?
Yeah. Well, and you see it in every aspect of my life. And you can see it in the things that I have and everything that I buy. Like I'm not a minimalist. I mean, my house is full of stuff, but every single thing, like even if you look around here, I can give you a story about everything I've bought and how I felt.
Because it brings you joy and it brings you happiness, right? And it's a beautiful home, guys. I'm not going to take you for a little virtual tour. That will be another day. But so far I got you signed up for 2.
We're up to 2.
We're up to 2, right?
So funny.
So where do you see yourself next month?
Next month. Well, next month is Christmas month.
Yes.
And I love Christmas month.
Me too.
So I'm doing a ton of volunteering come December.
Excellent.
I've got, I'm volunteering every Monday through December with the Kettle Campaign for Salvation Army. So I'm doing that. Matt and I are going to volunteer at the lights. Here's your
Oh, okay.
lights.
Yeah, that's super fun.
Yeah,
Super,
we're gonna
super
do that.
fun.
That's gonna be super great. And then lots of volunteering. I'm having Christmas at my house.
Oh,
so
awesome. So you're having everyone over? How many people are coming over?
16, I think.
Holy Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh
Holy
my
Christmas,
gosh. Yeah. I say that all year round for those of you
Yeah.
that know Lenora. That's like instead of saying Holy Mother Effer or Holy S, right?
Yeah.
Trying to be better with and a little bit more articulate with my words because I'm a little bit of a trucker mouth. So
funny. But so we are 16 people, so that's gonna be crazy. And
that's gonna be fun though.
Yeah.
Super
but
fun.
I love Christmas month. Christmas month is my favorite. I'm a huge Christmas person. I've got like 16 totes of Christmas decorations.
Oh,
so I'm in.
amazing.
I'm legit at Christmas.
You're too legit to
I'm
quit.
too legit to quit Christmas. For sure I am.
So
it brings me joy.
Right back to the joy, ladies and gentlemen. So what are your hobbies other than Christmas?
Other than Christmas. So I have I'm not much of a hobby person. Like I
what do you love to do?
Crochet and stuff.
That's okay.
My big thing is volunteering for sure.
Okay,
I
so volunteering is
probably
a hobby.
volunteer about 400 hours a year.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite.
That's how you fill your cup and
it
give
is.
yourself some joy, right?
For sure it is. I've got a dog, so I like to walk him and that kind of stuff.
And he's so cute. I got lots of love. Lots of
I don't
love.
know where he is.
He's hiding.
We lost him.
Yeah.
But so that I like decorating, like interior decorating. I like that.
I can tell because this place is like the bee's knees, people. I walked in and I was like, it was like I was at the beach, like for real. I was like, oh, I've just come into a beach home. This is like, seriously, the front wall. I was like, oh, I felt like I was in California, just at the beach, just kind of chilling and very, very calm. And it brought me a lot of joy. So I'm going to get Jen to help me with some of my decorating stuff at home to bring more joy.
Your two boys are definitely more than, they definitely take up.
But they're older now, so they've stopped wrecking the place.
That's true.
Touch wood, right? Let's bang on our heads, right?
Yes. But as far as hobbies go, I'm not like a crochet or anything. I'm a doer. So,
okay. So stuff that fills your bucket is a hobby for you.
That's pretty much it.
And what makes you unique?
Oh man, what makes me unique is that, I think we kind of touched on it a bit, is like, I don't agree to doing things that I don't want to do.
Which is so important. And again, people.
That is unique. I've learned. It's pretty rare.
That's awesome.
And
good for you. And you stand in your truth and you're kind about it. Like you've never...
And kind of the funny one that I would say what makes me unique is that I am left-handed.
Okay.
And I have 3 people in my family that are named Jennifer Hooper, in my immediate family.
What?
Yeah.
Get the show out of here.
Yeah. So my husband's blood sister is Jennifer Hooper, and his brother, Michael, also married a Jennifer. So there are literally 3 Jennifer Hoopers in my immediate family.
Good grief.
So
that is very
it's unique, right?
Yeah.
Other than to the other 2 Jennifer Hoopers that also have 3 Jennifer Hoopers.
But you're Jenny.
So. I'm Jenny. We have
Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block. And we say, well, there's Jennifer is the oldest sister. She's the original Jennifer Hooper.
Okay.
And then the other Jen, she goes by Jen, and then I go by Jenny.
Okay.
And but I like to say that I'm the most legit, because the sister-in-law hyphenated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
out with you.
Oh, yeah. And
sorry if you're watching.
She won't be. And I have jenniferhooper.ca.
Oh,
so I have the website
for your company.
For my company.
Thank you. That's the next thing. So people, if you're interested in buying or selling your home, how can they get a hold of you?
So www.jenniferhooper.ca.
Okay.
And obviously you can give me a call, 403-875-9888. And I'm always on Facebook. I like to post. I post a lot about my life. I try to say that I put the real in realtor. Like, I'm a real person first, and I have a real family, and I have a real life, and I'm a person that sells real estate, instead of some of the realtors that are like, I'm all sales all the time, and they have these business pages that just show that they're just selling real estate.
Yeah.
And I like
and
to
her husband's famous. Wait, he's gone right now, but he's made us our joy tea with like a lot of love in here, and then he's gone to the gym. We made it rain for him, and then he went to the gym because he's like, oh chicks, I'm out of here.
Yes. I've got a pretty amazing husband.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love him. And if you were on my Facebook, you would have Matt you'd know who Matt is
because he's famous. He's Facebook famous.
He's Facebook
like
famous.
He really is Facebook famous.
You know,
right?
he goes to the co-op and people are like, "Oh my God, you're Jennifer's husband," and he's like, "I've never met you before in my life."
But hello, and he's very easy to speak to, and he's very kind and gentle. A lot like Jen when you see her out and about.
Yeah.
Say, "Hey, Jenny," and she'd be like, "You, dude." No, but just kidding. She won't. She'll probably say hi. Hey. Well, thank you so much for taking your time this evening. And kind of the purpose of these interviews and of this series is for me to help showcase other women in business, women entrepreneurs, kind of different people, and be that conduit to have those difficult conversations and get out there and kind of just make a difference. And that's what fills my bucket, is by having tea with my friends and helping to support. And when you guys listen back and rewatch this interview, get out your notebooks, because there has been some drops of serious gem that's been dripped in here. And you know what? Like, Jennifer Hooper is your lady for real estate and anything goal-oriented. The questions that you have, feel free to message myself, or you can get a hold of me and I can put you in touch with Jennifer. We can put a link to her page and whatnot underneath our interview. So thank you very much for watching. God bless everybody. I hope that everyone enjoyed our interview. Thanks again for being a guest, and I look forward to having you on my segment again.
Of course.
For decorating and goal setting and boundaries. So I got her 3. Woo, woo, woo.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye.
Bye.